Grimlock say you watching So Hungry Grimlock Sunday. You ask questions, me Grimlock give you
You are watching So Hungry's Soundwave Sunday. Operation Question and Answer. Initiate. Booyah. Stay down, Grimlock.
Hello Autobots and Decepticons, my name is So Hungry and I'd like to welcome you guys all to the Dim the Lights, Burn the Candles, Turn Up That Heavy Petting Music Late Night Edition Soundwave Sunday! And yes, this is the evening edition of Soundwave Sunday. I apologize for that. I will tell you guys why in a second. Also, I got some updates I want to go over, and there will be fewer questions this week because right now it is 5:30 my time, and it takes a long time to make these videos, so I want to make sure I get it up this Sunday because it is Soundwave Sunday after all. So, first of all, the reason why I'm doing this so late, usually I've been doing this on Saturday, but Ethan's birthday was on Friday, so I had the birthday party. We went to Thor, which was awesome, and then my present to him, besides taking him to Thor, was to hang out all day Saturday, and then it turned out that he wanted to sleep over, so I just let him sleep over. It was his first time ever that he slept over at my house, and he was all like thrilled to do that, so we played a whole bunch of video games and stuff. We played some old school Super Nintendo, we played some Crash Bandicoot. What else did we do? We made a robot that like walks along the floor, which is pretty crazy. And we also took his dog down to the park that he wanted to do that too. So we had a whole like weekend for his birthday, and he was pretty excited about that. So had to do it, have to make the kids smile, you know. And today I actually had a party going on that I totally forgot about, so I had to go to that earlier. And now I'm just finally getting home, so I'm excited to sit down and do the Soundwave Sunday. And I wanted to address a couple things over the two playthroughs that I'm doing right now. The Transformers game playthrough, Transformers the game. A lot of you guys are leaving in the comments telling me, use the cheat, use the cheat. And you know what? I will make a couple episodes at the end of the playthrough using the cheats, showing off the characters, because that was one of the games that I recorded on my break, and I am just now editing that out and uploading them to YouTube for you guys. And also, on that playthrough, I haven't played that game for 6 years. Since it was first released, 6 years. So for those of you guys that are cutting me some slack and are enjoying the commentary and enjoying the playthrough, I thank you very much for it. Some of you guys are getting a little mad at me. Don't, you know, just relax and try to enjoy the playthrough. I didn't know, it's like a new game again to me. I haven't played it forever, so I did some stuff wrong here and there, but I hope you guys can put that aside and just enjoy the playthrough and the commentary with it as what it is, as a fun playthrough, not a technical playthrough, because technical playthroughs I could do, and it probably would be a lot better on gameplay, but it would be way more boring for you guys to watch me here, like, okay, I'm gonna walk over here, I'm gonna pick this guy up, okay, now I'm gonna throw him here, oh, what do I do next? Oh, I must have to go over here. No, you guys don't want to hear commentaries like that from me. I don't want to do commentaries like that. I want to continue to make jokes and make you guys smile, so try to just, you know, if it's a game that you played a lot, don't get frustrated at me if I, like, do a couple things wrong here or there. Just try to enjoy the commentary, laugh about it, and move on. Alright, next, the other Nintendo playthrough, or not Nintendo, the other Transformers playthrough that I'm doing at this current time is the Transformers animated on the 3DS. And I'm enjoying that a lot. It's the first time I've ever played on a handheld, which is kind of crazy, so I haven't gotten a headache yet. The 3DS, or the 3DXL that I got seems pretty nice. It's a lot bigger screen and everything, and I wanted to just throw this out there right away. I don't know, some of you guys asked me about where I got it. I can't remember offhand. It's the site. I could probably put it in the description if I remembered to put it in the description here, but the system did cost me $500, and it was ordered from Japan overseas. It has a plug-in on the top that allows me to plug a USB cord into the thing, and then it goes onto the computer screen, and then in turn I have the computer through HDMI on my TV, so I'm watching it on my TV or I'm playing it on my handheld, which is pretty cool. I definitely love it, and there's one reason why I got the 3DS. One reason is all I needed to get the 3DS, and yes, I'm going to be playing some old school Transformers games, but the one reason was The Legend of Zelda: A Link Between Worlds. Dun 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 dun. Yes, most of you guys probably have guessed that because you saw me playing a DS game on the channel. I will be bringing you guys The Legend of Zelda: A Link Between Worlds come 11/22/2013. I cannot describe how excited I am for this game. This game I have been waiting for over 10 years of my life. Over 10 years. Most of you guys know A Link to the Past is my favorite Zelda of all time and also my favorite video game of all time. I did a playthrough on my channel of that game, and to this day it's still one of my favorite playthroughs that I've ever done on my channel, and I cannot wait for this game. This game, you guys, I hope you guys give it a chance. This game is going to be amazing. It's going to have awesome adventure, it's going to have awesome action, it's going to have awesome puzzles, and it's going to have a great story. I cannot wait. This is the game that I have been waiting for like, since I've been a wee lad. I kid you not, since I was like maybe like 5 or 6 years old. I've always wanted a sequel to this game, and I'm finally getting the sequel. This is my most anticipated game ever. Hands down ever. Most ever. This is going to be, I cannot wait. This is going to be amazing. So I'm hoping that you guys will all give it a chance. And definitely check out my Link to the Past playthrough if you haven't. Give it a chance. That game is amazing. Amazing. It's for the Super Nintendo, so you know you're going to get an awesome game. Super Nintendo was awesome back in the day. Alright, so let's move on to the questions. And I do want to apologize again to you guys. I read over a lot of your questions, and a lot of them were really good, but I wasn't able to pick a lot just because of time. I want to be able to get this Soundwave Sunday up before everyone goes to sleep. So at the end of the question, I'll maybe say why I picked it. I usually pick questions that are like globally interesting for like a variety of people during these like shorter episodes when I run into them or when I got stuff going on and I can't answer a lot of questions like I would like to. Anyways, let's get this started. Our first question comes from the player 9283. Yo Mungry, are you getting the PS4 or the Xbox One? Also, what would be your favorite console exclusive on either one? Now, I have answered this before, but I will answer it again because I got updated information on it. And the PS4 I am getting on the 15th, but you will not see any gameplay from me or probably from anybody else unless they want to get in huge trouble, because PS4 is putting a block on their HDMI recording port, so you cannot record through an HDMI like capture card during this like first couple months. They said they want to allow PS4 games on YouTube in the future, but just not right away. So they're saying they're probably going to enable it with a software update later on down the road. 1 to 3 months I heard, but more or less it's going to be 3 months or more is probably the reality on the update. And I am getting that, so I'm excited for that. I'm excited for Knack on the PS4, and I'm excited for Final Fantasy. I know that doesn't come out right away, or at least I don't think it does, but Final Fantasy, that new one, looks like it's going to be like the best game ever. I kid you not, I watched some trailers, and it is just like the craziest, most intense action game I've ever seen in my life. I cannot wait for that. And as far as the Xbox One goes, that comes out right when The Legend of Zelda comes out, so my focus will be on The Legend of Zelda: A Link Between Worlds, and I will also be borrowing my brother's Xbox One later on that week and hopefully bringing you guys some games. He is a manager at GameStop, so he is getting the Xbox One and like all the games. So later on that week, I plan on borrowing that from him and bringing you guys a ton of games on that. But my priority, like I was saying before, on the channel until it is finished with like everything completed, probably going to do a 100% walkthrough, will be the Zelda game. That is my heart and soul of gaming right there. So you guys, I hope you guys like it. I hope you do. But if you don't, what's wrong with you? Really? Come on, what's wrong with you? No, but seriously, but if you don't, there will be other games coming in the future. So, let's move on. Oh, and before I move on, I wanted to say why I picked that question. I picked that question because I thought it was important to inform you guys on what is coming next month, and I thought that was a good question to kind of inform you guys while answering a question. Our next question comes from Kieran Dawson. Hey Munger, if you had a catchphrase other than booyah, what would it be? Soundwave Sunday number 73. I love my booyah. Let me see. Let's consider other options. How about, are you ready to rumble? Or how about, I'll be back? Or maybe even, giggity. Or how about throwing down a little plumber style with, woohoo? Or you could go with maybe like a question like, who let the door? No. Let's not go with that. Oh no, I just broke my pen. No, maybe that's my new catchphrase. Oh no, I just broke my pen. Shoot. I love this pen. Darn it. No, but how about, I'm hungry. Nah, too dark and sinister. Maybe something a little bit more goofy like, hey, kids, clown monger here. No, I don't know. I don't know what I would do. And I asked this question just because I want to know what your guys' catchphrase is. And I don't know what mine would be other than booyah. I love my booyah. Maybe like, cowabunga, dude. But then that's another complete ripoff. I don't know. I like booyah. I'm going to keep it. Maybe I broke my pen. I think we found a winner there. But let me know what your catchphrase is. I want to know. Leave it in the comments. Leave it with your question. Alright, our next question comes from Lights126 Reloaded. Hello, Mungry of Cybertron. What do you think of the new comments section? To me, garbage. To you, question mark. Soundwave Sunday number 73. So, Google Plus wanted to like merge and like smush the comment section in with their system somehow. But what we got was a comment section that used to work perfect, and now we're looking at a complete mess. And I can't even answer some questions. I have to disable the Google Plus that I was forced into making to answer some comments, and then I got to re-enable it to answer some other ones. So I don't know why on earth this change was made. This might be the worst change I have seen to YouTube in all my years of YouTubing, which are like 3. So I hate it. I absolutely hate it. And I picked this question because I know you guys don't like it either. I don't think anyone likes this. I have not heard one person say that this was a good idea. But it is what it is, so it's time to get used to it, or hopefully they can fix it and simplify it, make it better. Because usually the more simple you get with comment section, like they had it before, the better. And now it's just a mess. Our next question comes from ZG. Mungry, why do you always talk about old school games? P.S. Will you ever do an LP on a Sonic game? Soundwave Superior Ice Cream Sundae number 73. More flavors than Baskin Robbins. Oh yeah. Alright, first question. I talk about old school games because I love old school games. Super Nintendo era, that is my era. I love that era because all the focus was on making great gameplay. The gameplay was always usually, well, it depends on the game because you're always going to have some off-brands and some bad games here or there. But like their main titles were usually just amazing and all the focus was on gameplay. Nowadays, you get people complaining about how hard the game was, it wasn't long enough, was the graphics not good enough, so you get all this stuff mixed in there also with the gameplay. Sometimes the games just don't turn out like they should. And old school games, all you wanted was a fun game with awesome gameplay, and a lot of the times if you selected a good title, you got that. And will I ever do a Let's Play on a Sonic game? Maybe. I was going to do this last one, the Sonic Lost Worlds, but then I had a whole bunch of other stuff going on and I had some stuff come up. But I may do one in the future. You never know. Sonic games might be kind of hard to do a Let's Play on because you're just like running really fast the whole time and you're like, whoa, dude. You know, that's like pretty much every Sonic game in a nutshell. Anyways, let's move on. Our last question comes from Jarna Payne. How would you react if the government actually developed a time machine in 2018 for 950 billion cash? And would you pay that much? Soundwave Sunday number 73. Now, I wanted to answer this because I am always interested in time travel. I think that's a cool concept. And if they did develop that, we would not hear about it because they would be using that to go fix some things, I think. Or just to make minor changes here and there. Although you got to be careful with messing with the past. You go back, you see on like those shows, they go back, they step on like a plant or something, and all of a sudden like the world is ruled by robotic ice cream chickens, and they're all shooting everything. Yeah, then you got chaos going on, the world's under ruin, and yada yada yada. Anyways, would I pay that if I could pool that much money together with a bunch of other people? Heck yeah, that'd be awesome to do some time traveling and go like meet your, I guess, younger self. That'd be pretty crazy. Although, like I'm saying, the consequences for doing that might be a lot higher. Anyways, I hope you guys all enjoyed this late night Soundwave Sunday. Yeah, it's time to turn those dim lights all the way down and oh, sorry, it was too early. It's too early. Anyways, I hope you guys all enjoyed. Like I was just saying, don't forget to leave your questions in the comments below for next week's Soundwave Sunday. Hopefully we're going to do a longer episode. I don't think I have as much stuff going on. I just wanted to have a good birthday weekend with Ethan. Not my birthday, his. He is 11-teen. So, wish him happy birthday if you so choose. I don't know how you would. Maybe like ESP or something. Do that. And otherwise, leave your questions in the comments below for next week. And have a great, grand, wonderful, beautiful late night Soundwave Sunday, everyone.
Seconds left. We have the bomb. Ammo matrix online. Missile fired. Decepticons have the